Hey friends, my name is Natalie, and I just wanted to share with you a little bit about my journey through pregnancy and postpartum recovery with Plexus. I'm actually 1 week postpartum. I had my sweet little baby, Paisley Faith, last week on October 20th, and we are super excited, super thrilled, and I have been over the moon on how these products have helped me during the actual pregnancy, and I've been blown away even just where they've been able to show themselves valuable and faithful during my postpartum recovery. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about what I took and how it helped me, and some of the things that I experienced during pregnancy that have been absolutely incredible for me as far as having such a healthy pregnancy and baby, because I truly believe it was because of the products that I was taking. So I got pregnant early in the year unexpectedly. We weren't planning on one more, but we got pregnant, and I had been on products for about 9 months, I would say, when we found out we were pregnant. So we were over the moon. I knew my body was in a healthy place to carry a healthy pregnancy, and so I was excited to see how the products and my pregnancy would actually help each other out. So what's super cool is I actually have, well, this isn't cool, but I have very high risk pregnancies, okay? So I usually have to go on bed rest. I've got tons of other medicines that they're pumping into me just to keep the baby in. There's more on my story. If you want more on my story, you can reach out to me, and I'd love to tell you, but that's for another day, another video. So when I got pregnant, I was a little bit nervous to see how this one was going to go, because my past couple had just been so tough. So I made a decision that I knew what these products had done for my body, and I wanted to stay on those and trust the products that had been so good to me and had helped me with blood pressure issues and things like that up until this point. So I instead of taking a over-the-counter prenatal, I knew that I could trust X Factor Plus and the Mega X, and I put those together and created my own basically like prenatal vitamin out of those. And so that's what I took for my prenatals all through my pregnancy, and I was providing amazing nutrients to the baby. She was getting everything she needed. She was growing beautifully. I also would take Ease, and that helped cut down on a lot of the inflammation. So girls, I know if you've ever had a baby before, you know that inflammation that comes with being pregnant. You know, sometimes you get the swollen feet, your face swells a little bit, you know, your hands will swell up or whatever. And I would take Ease every day, and I carried the weight so well, I think. And so I actually didn't really I had a couple times where I had actually run out of Ease and I didn't have any more, and I hadn't ordered it yet. And so I did experience a little bit of swelling in my feet then if I'd be on my feet all day. But other than that, because of that, I think I realized how much the Ease was helping cut down on my inflammation, and when I was consistent on it. So then I was also doing my Slim every day for healthy glucose levels, and to keep my gut in check, I was taking the whole triplex system. So the Slim was really helping with my glucose levels, my insulin, helping with my hormones as an overall because getting your insulin and all that under control, like that controls your hormones. So I was able to keep everything under control in that way. I was putting my collagen in my Slim. So collagen is amazing for skin elasticity. It's also good for, you know, the nasty round ligament pain and all of that you get. It helps just keep all of that nice and not relaxed, but like I said, like it keeps the elasticity. So I was not dealing with that as much when I was consistent on my collagen. I was able to keep down on stretch marks this time around, which is huge for me because I get stretch marks like crazy every time I have a baby. So it cut down on a lot of those stretch marks, and I didn't have all the uncomfortable itching like crazy through my whole pregnancy that you get, you know, as your belly's expanding, because my skin was able to handle what was happening to my body. And then as a result of that, If you're a guy, cover your ears, or if you're weirded out by some things, cover your ears. But I actually escaped any tearing or ripping or anything during birth as well, because I hit the skin elasticity. I've been working on that through my pregnancy. So that was my first time ever not having any issues with that. And so I've had a great recovery as far as that goes. The bio cleanse, you guys, to be very honest with you, I did not think the bio cleanse was going to do a ton except keep me regular, and I should have known better. After doing this for almost over a year now, I found that magnesium is actually incredible during a pregnancy. I was having the worst restless legs in the beginning, and like the leg cramps and all of that. I would get some headaches, and I was just kind of researching some of that and talked to my doctor and found out that if upping your magnesium actually helps with a lot of that. So I actually upped my BioCleanse, and it didn't do anything. It wasn't like making me go to the bathroom all the time like crazy, but it actually was calming all of that. So I wasn't having the restless legs, and I wasn't having the cramping, and I wasn't having the headaches and everything that comes with having a lack of magnesium. It also helped really keep my Braxton Hicks, and I can experience some preterm contractions sometimes. It really helped keep those at bay too. And I would start to have oh, I'm having a lot of contractions today. I would take some BioCleanse, drink some water, put my feet up, and my contractions would eventually start to level themselves out. So I actually found a huge benefit in taking a magnesium supplement during pregnancy, and that I was not expecting, and that BioCleanse ended up becoming one of my best friends. By the way, that BioCleanse made for, let's just say, that first bowel movement after pregnancy, not pleasant. Okay. BioCleanse, however, made it so it was not so bad. That was the first time I ever was just like, okay, that was it. And so, I mean, it helps again that I wasn't tearing or anything either, but really it helped keep me regular, and I didn't feel so sick afterwards. I found BioCleanse to actually be so valuable during pregnancy, and I was not expecting that. So the ProBios, I take those religiously every night. So like I said, I was on the entire triplex system. I was on collagen. X Factor and Mega X were like a prenatal vitamin for me that I took every day. I took Ease faithfully, and then I also took a Vital Biome every day because I wanted to make sure that I was keeping my mood in check, and it did. So the other thing that I wanted to touch on was my postpartum recovery. So the baby, during my scans and everything, the baby actually ended up being one of my healthiest babies, and she was beautiful. The pregnancy was very good up until the last little bit when she wanted to come out early, which is just pretty normal for my body, and we actually made it further than we normally would. Up until that last little bit, we had a flawless pregnancy. It was so perfect and so beautiful. I felt so healthy. I was so full of energy, and I cannot thank Plexus enough for creating a system that made me feel like I was in control during my pregnancy. I also was getting great sleep at night and was able to wake up energized during the day. And you know what? What I loved is that if I needed that pick-me-up, I trusted Active enough that I could take Active, and I didn't feel guilty or feel like I was, putting my baby at risk or anything by taking an Active, because it's non-jittery, it's healthy, it's plant-based, and so it was something that I trusted, that I knew I could put in my body, and I felt good about. As far as postpartum recovery, like I said, that first bowel movement was easy, and then for like I said, the actual birth and recovery, that's been great. I have stayed consistent on my supplements for the past few days, and I actually lost quite a bit of blood during birth. And so because I had something called a bilobed placenta, where it's like the placenta's in two lobes. It just created itself that way, so it takes up a lot more of your uterus, and so when that detached, I just lost a lot of blood. So I've been really keeping up on my supplements, since then, and just making sure that I'm getting the nutrients and everything that I need to replenish. And I'm finding that I'm actually having a pretty quick recovery as a result of that. So that's been pretty incredible to experience as well. The two things that have been so exciting for me is one, when I started Plexus when I looked into it, when was it? A year and a half ago? Something like that? Almost 2 years ago. No. Anyways, something like that. Anyways, when I had originally looked into it, I was actually postpartum with my daughter Emery, and I was experiencing some really bad postpartum depression. I was experiencing a dwindling milk supply. I could not keep my milk up to save my life, and I was pumping just the tiniest bit, and I could never get myself to produce very much milk. And I mean, I had been told by lactation consultants and stuff, like, a lot of times in your subsequent pregnancies and with age and all of that, your milk supply just isn't as strong as it was in your first pregnancy, your second pregnancy, whatever. And so I found myself in a really kind of odd place with that. So I didn't really get a chance to experience much because I was kind of on my way out of nursing with her the first time around. This time around, I am blown away because my body is already healthy. It's already balanced. My gut is balanced. My hormones are balanced. And I'm finding that pumping my milk came in so beautifully and so easily. And my daughter is only a week old, and I've only been pumping for like 3 days, something like that. I started pumping later on. And I already have, I think, like almost 50 ounces in my freezer. So I'm feeling pretty positive and pretty good about that. So the milk, I just can't tell you like how like over the moon I am that I actually have milk that I could like maybe take a date night, and be able to provide a bottle for her while we're gone. And gosh, I'm so excited about that. The big one that I was so excited about is this baby was actually one of my earliest babies. She was born at 37 weeks and 1 day. She was one of my biggest babies. She was my biggest baby at 7 pounds, 7 ounces. So they said that I was, whatever I was doing, she was extremely healthy and she was getting all the nutrients and everything that she needed. And she actually has been, we've been to the doctor a few times because she was not premature, but like early term, whatever they call that. So she has to be at the doctor a little bit more frequently. And they are blown away at how healthy this baby is. You guys, they are like, and they literally said to me when I was there last time, this baby has one of the healthiest digestive systems. She is like, the way that she's inputting and outputting, she has one of the healthiest digestive systems that we see at this age. And for her being early term, this is huge. So you guys, I just started crying because I'm just so grateful for a system that has been so good to me pre-pregnancy, and just, I'm so sorry, I'm getting emotional. It was so good to me pre-pregnancy and freed me from so many things. And then seeing what it's done for my baby and creating this healthy, beautiful life. And I felt so good. The pregnancy was flawless. This baby is beautiful and perfect. And she's sleeping right now, or I'd show her to you. And I'm so grateful, and I cannot stress enough that your gut plays such an important part of everything, including pregnancy and postpartum. And you know what? I'm feeling so good this time around. I told David, I said, I've never felt, especially a week after birth, I've never felt so motivated, and I've never felt so just ready to like get my body back on track and get my, just get back into routines and get things going. I mean, usually after I have a baby, I'm like, sunk in for days. And with Emery, it was months, honestly, before I could get myself back. And it was why I started Plexus to begin with. This one, I'm just feeling so good and so energized and motivated and excited. And gosh, I could just keep going on all day, but I know that I'm making this kind of long. But anyway, so I just wanted to share with you what I've been taking, what I've been doing, because I know that there's a lot of women out there that are asking, can I take this while I'm pregnant? How will it help me while I'm pregnant? What should I take? And so I just wanted to put this video out there because, of course, always talk to your doctor if you're uncomfortable starting a new routine or whatever. I absolutely encourage that. But I know from my experience, this has been one of the best pregnancies I've had, and it is the best recovery that I've had and the healthiest baby that I've birthed to date. So I'm so excited about that. I can't wait to see, as I'm continuing to nurse and she's getting a lot of these good things from my milk. Like, I just can't wait to see even more so how this helps her in the long run. So anyways, please feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. You can drop them in the comments. I'd love to answer. Like I said, I have found so many benefits from so many of a lot of these different products. I just cannot be more grateful for where we're at. So anyways, I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Have a great week. And like I said, reach out to me if you have any questions. We'll talk to you later.